Hey traders, welcome. Thank you for joining me here at Indicator Warehouse. We're going to have a little demo. We're going to go over, do a Raptor recap, and we got a couple other things to cover today. First of all, let's get right to it. First of all, make sure if you have any questions, we are here to answer them. So feel free to think about them now, post them in the chat or down below at the bottom of this video so we get your new year started off right. And whatever day it is during the year, whatever your trading goals are, we want to help. So we will have a Q&A at the end of the session. Make sure to post them. We do have a coupon, yeah, Ben30 will get you 30% off anything in our store. Feel free to use that at any time. Hopefully it'll be available when you're watching this video. I can't guarantee that. What indicator warehouse product or indicator or system do you want us to showcase? Feel free to post that below and we'll cover that in our next or an upcoming webinar. We should have a couple more demo days along the way. Right now we're going to do a recap of Raptor version 3.1. We're going to take a look at what happened today in the ES, in the CL, GC, and maybe one or two other markets. If you have a favorite market and you want to take a look at the historical testing of Raptor on that market, yeah, go ahead and post it. We want to answer your question and show you what Raptor has been doing. We do have a limited time offer. I mentioned this last session, but you are welcome to take advantage of it. If you ever thought about creating a custom tool in NinjaTrader, let's say you want to tweak something, add a signal here, add an alert here. If you want to maybe have a fuller development, roll out one of your trading ideas that you've never had a chance to really dig into and test. You wanted to make it a trade assist out of it, so it will place the trade automatically based on your specific custom rules. Well, we do that all the time here at Indicator Warehouse. We will do custom programming for you. Of course, all of it is quoted, so feel free to share your specs and ask any questions about that. But if you do take advantage of that, we do have a limited offer. So anyone who hires us for that, we have a free lifetime license of LettoChannels available to you. LettoChannels is a unique, smarter Bollinger Band. We're going to take a look at one trade we did today. Actually, I did three trades today. One of them was a stellar rockstar trade that made up for 2 losses. Yeah, there are losses in trading, and trading in LettoChannels is not that much different. But you do want to keep your losses small and let your winners run, and that's exactly what we did today. So again, any custom development project that you hire us for, you get a value of about $349. You'll get a free license lifetime to LettoChannels. All right, let's jump right into it. And do our Raptor recap. So here's Raptor for the ES. I do have the historical backtester printing the results on the left side of the chart. The text information is that. Let's see what we did this morning. Now this is the first time I'm looking at it here. So right off, well, there's some good ones. So the backtester prints these lines. The dash lines are green for a win trade, and they will be red for a loss. So we're trading just the number 3 signal here. Let me make sure that is true. So we got the number 3 signal. We're doing a 10-tick stop, 30-tick profit. So it's a 3-to-1 reward to risk. And right here, we had a good trade right off the beginning, 9.55. We went short. You can see the target dot is the green dot. The stop loss was not far away. Let me pull it up here. Stop loss, if you can see that, is right here. So we just narrowly escaped the stop loss on that trade. And we did go short. Raptor got us a 30-tick gain on that single trade at 9:55 in the morning. We were only in it for 5 minutes. We had another one occur, number 3 signal. We went short at 10:11. Another 30-tick gain. So we're up 60 ticks for the day. That's a good day. Good time to call it quits. So that's what happened in the ES today on Raptor. Looking pretty sweet. Fridays on Raptor are good. So we've had 3 Fridays in historical backtesting, and it's a gain of $1,625 trading those, trading the 10 tick stop, 30 tick target. And we're 10 wins, 17 losses, 37%, but still with a 3-to-1 reward to risk, we're pulling in some good money there. So most of our winning trades are in the morning. You can see 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10 to 10:30 is a good time. We've had a 58% win rate at that time for $2,000 gain. 11 to 11:30, we've had one trade only in the back test period. So mornings are good, and that's what we did hit today. 9:55 was one trade, and the other one was, I think, 10:11. So yeah, that worked out. Okay, so let's take a look at now crude market. What did the crude do? Oh, crude has been sleepy today. Not much going on. December 27th here. So we've got it on a pretty heavy-duty mean Renko bar of 12 and 12, and that just not much action in crude today. Take a look at gold. How did gold play out? So let's go back. Here's gold. Had a little loser. You see the magenta line. We had a loser right here. So this is a tight stop. The $100 stop, 10 tick stop. Oh no, what is our stop at? All right, so I'm down using only an 8 tick stop. So that's an $80 loss, 8 tick stop loss, and 32 tick profit, right? So we did suffer an 8 tick loss on that number 3 signal, but looky here. So we went short at that point right here, and we did hit target. So we lost 8 ticks there. We gained 32 ticks there, and then we had a really nice move right there at 9:25 roughly, and we went right to target, straight shot to target. All right, let's see if we have anything else coming up here. Okay, that was it. So really good day on both ES and gold. Very nicely done. I want to do a quick recap of the LettoChannels today because I took a couple trades in the morning, and in gold, silver, and the YM was a stellar setup and perfect trade. I really tried to push. My mistake was I was pushing to have some trading occur in CL, in gold and silver. Let me show you the gold. The gold trade is really sad. So let me show you that. Here is gold. I was looking for it to reverse upwards. We're in a strong downtrend, as our trades showed on the prior Raptor recap. And the prediction, or the trending histogram, started turning upward from, this is where the trade occurred, and it started turning upward. I was looking for it to perhaps catch an early move upward, and I was just flat out wrong. I went long right here on a limit, and I got stopped out within, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. So I was only out $100, not too shabby, not too much damage. So I basically moved off of gold at that point. It was just moving lower and lower. This is right where I should have been interested. Right here, we started. That's the point where gold tends to be above the moving average, and it did find a bottom, and it was putting in that bottom nicely, and it could have moved up. Now, I'm not so excited about this market at this time because we weren't anywhere near our oversold levels. Really, you want to hit the oversold level, and then also have the tendency histogram to show a period soon or current where it is tending to be above the moving average. So if I was down here, that's a really great value buy. We're deeply oversold. We have a green histo up, and that would be a great time to buy. So the gold, really, I should not have traded it. It was much too early in the trend histo, and we had dabbled with the oversold levels in LettoChannels, and but it just kept on moving lower and lower. And the prediction here, that the tendency histogram was down. Here it was silver. Now, silver I was much more interested in. Not many people trade silver. I think it's great because you get a lot of bang for your buck. It's a big $25 tick instrument if you trade the full contract. What I was looking at was the big move down here. I missed an entry in this move up, but I caught it when it moved down to this area. Let me see if I can let me turn on the markers. So here is where I took one long trade here. It got stopped out quickly. I think I did 4 ticks. I was out. Went back in at the same price level, and I moved up to about I think it was a $300 move upward. It settled down, and I got out for a couple of ticks profit. But LettoChannels, we were looking at this great oversold area. The green histogram, which is right here, this tendency histogram, was above the moving average. And that is showing us that the market usually or tends to be above the yellow moving average. So oversold combined with a tendency to go upward shows that a historical tendency going upward shows that it's a good time to trade. So there were some really good long trades in this area. Look at that. We hit a high here and we pushed down our tendency histogram showing historically we like to be below the moving average at that point, and that's exactly what happened. And now later on in the day it tends to be above the MA, and we're seeing some of that right now. Going forward, this would be the best time to trade it. We hit oversold, which is where you want to be. Oversold, hitting the green 90-10 line, and then you want to have that you want to have the tendency histogram to be above the average, showing tendency for the market to move up during that time period. But the great trade, the one that brought in the money for me today, is the YM. Let's go over that guy. I've got a screenshot of it, but it was right at the open. Here is the open in the YM on a 1-minute chart. This is a 1-minute chart, so so you see the blue entry signal here showing that I went long. Right, I had a really good entry, and I'll show you on the trading chart. This is not really what chart I use to trade. I use a Renko chart. So this is when I went long, and the market shot right up. I took an exit right around our overbought areas, which is these red dots, and I exited right here before the YM went belly up and took a dive. So that was an $810 move in the YM. And let me show you our trading chart. Now this is the one I use to enter. Let's go back to 9:30. So here is my 9:30 trade. This is where LettoChannels got us in right here, but a breakout of that level of this structure. My ATR system that I have here just took us right up to target, and I got out. This gray area shows a range of the middle of the high-low of the day. Well, yeah, basically of the day. So this is a range where we went back to basically the midpoint of the range of the day. So I got out there, and the market went belly over. So that was an $810 gain. Natural gas. I should show you that natural gas trade I did yesterday. Not very happy with myself. There's 26th. Yeah, so here we go. This was also a LettoChannels trade. We were in oversold area. We were just coming off it. I retraced down a little bit. I got in early and went down to, I got ticked out right there on a stop. I had a really tight 4-tick stop. So I got stopped out on a 4-tick loss. I think it was 5-tick with slippage. And then I went long again up here. Again, this was a bottom put in from LettoChannels. Went long again right at that point, and I got ticked out again. That really put a bee in my bonnet. And I think I gave up at that point, but natural gas did actually move up pretty good. So I had the bottom. I just was much too tight on my stop. what I like to do, I'm trying to focus on really tight stops and re-entering if price comes back to the entry point. This would have been a great. Look at that. I just missed the push up. Anyway, had I stopped out here, I should have gone long again. I think I was tied up in some emails right when that happened. Once it gets ticked out, you just go back in again. So yeah, so here was what I was looking at when I was trading natural gas. You can see we hit the oversold here, the green histogram, green tendency is above. We hit the oversold again, which is right in this area. Still a long-term look at a green histogram, tendency to be above the MA. That's where I went long on the first one, and that's where I went long on the second one. And natural gas did move up pretty sharply. So it was a little choppy, a little back and forth. So that's all I had today. Let's get back here. Any questions, I'd love to answer them. If you have any markets you want me to look at, we're using Raptor, LettoChannels. Any other indicator warehouse product you want to take a look at, we can usually bring it up. I've got many of them installed, and we can look at them. If you want to share any tips, if you have any like insider secrets on how you overcame a hurdle in your trading career, that would be great to share. We had one person the other day tell us that one of the greatest hurdles he overcame was over trading. I can't agree more. You got to go for quality, not quantity. That's what I've been doing with natural gas. I had some good quality trades there, good quality locations, but a little tight on my stop. One of my breakthroughs is not letting losers run. Losers are, you got to know right away when this trade just isn't working. Don't let a loser run. Super important. Trading time for silver. Yeah, let me show you what I use. Let me share this guy. When I do silver trading, this is actually the 1 minute chart is what we use for this LettoChannels indicator, Keith. And I don't know if you've looked at our prior videos, but it's a smart Bollinger Band. It uses historical data. And this is a 1 minute chart. So you want to use time-based with LettoChannels because the predictions are going to be time-based. You can use 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute at most. You don't want to chop up the day into too big of a segment. You trade silver too? So this is where I went long. I like this ATR system with my Renko bars, and I went long on a retrace from there. Right there, it stopped me out. I do a very tight 4-tick stop in silver. I re-entered on a, you can see it here, you see that blue diamond. So I went long here, got stopped out. I went long here, and the market immediately moved in my favor. I was up $310, one contract. It retraced down to here. I wanted to go long again. I just kind of chickened out, but it did find that bottom on the oversold LettoChannels move here. This had been a beefy move had I stayed in it. This was here. This is a $700 push up in silver. This again, I don't know if we were here when we went over this, but this is where I really should have been watching. So it was about 1240 or so. We hit oversold. The histogram was above the MA. That would have been a great signal for me. Let's see what that looked like here at 1240 was right in this area. Not too much there. Silver kind of languishes in the afternoon, typically 1240. But that low is where, this low is where I would have considered going long. We just hit the oversold area. I trade sometimes the micro NASDAQ. Big down day today. No Santa Claus on the NASDAQ. Yeah, she's coming back. Although LettoChannels does predict a tendency for us to be down. So we are at the overbought level here. coming into an area where we like to move down in the micro NASDAQ. We might be near a top. Might be near a top. All right, how does MES play out? All right, well, same story as NASDAQ. Could be an opportunity to start thinking of shorts in the MES. I would hold out for another touch of this high, maybe do another hit of that red line, and then take a look at shorts. This is my Renko chart. We're at the bottom. I don't like to sell at the bottom of the day. We're just having a look here at Raptor on the ES and the MES. Also looking at our tendency histogram for the ES. Again, we're up here at our overbought level. Something to think about going short. Right now, we're still getting higher highs and higher lows. Not a time to short yet, but if history plays out today, we could see a move all the way down into a new bottom, maybe even. So the bottom of the day is down here at the 59.83 level. Santa didn't show up on the 27th of December. Well, we just had a move up into a double top of sorts. So with the ATR system here, this ATR trailing stop, I really also use that as an entry. So when we get these yellow dots printing, it tells me that it's an active entry to go short, as opposed to one that hasn't had a significant move. Once it has a significant move, I then look to these yellow dots as entries. So this would be a short entry at 6,005. All right, we're pushing just past that high. I don't want to take up the whole afternoon. We're almost out of time, but I would, Keith, if you're still trading right now, look at the MES or the ES as going short. I would almost suggest hitting another touch of the low. Let's go to 59.85. That's my thought. Keep your stops tight. Let's see if Raptor has any ideas on here. So using our settings of 10 tick stop, 30 tick target, 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock to 3:30, we do have a good historical P&L to consider. Not a lot of trades over the last, how many days have I got here? Well, only 15 days, so 2 weeks of look back. So 3 Fridays are involved, and we're up $1,600 on Friday, so it's a good time as far as day of the week is concerned. And getting out of the lunch period, so from 2 o'clock on to basically the close, I would say, is a good time to look at Raptor. Right now, we're just coming off that high, like I mentioned, that double top. The MES, as I thought, is starting to move pretty significantly down. We're breaking through a couple of swing lows. So hitting the MES just hit my sell signal here, and it bounced off of it. I would probably go short on a retest of that low if I don't make a new high. Yeah, I mean, there's no Raptor signal coming in because it's in Raptor's context, we're in an uptrend right now. So you won't get a number 3 for a while. Here's the YM. It too is looking to be near overbought. It could also test the current low of the day. All right, well, we're running out of time here, guys. I appreciated having y'all here today. Great to have some people along with me. The market is, like I said, possibly getting set up to go down. So we do have a little bump here. Maybe we're crossing the ridge before we take a dump. Keith, I'd like to hear your feedback. Take a look at this market today, see how it finishes out, and let's see if LettoChannels was helpful. And maybe at the end of the day, I'll post a commentary on it. All right, folks. Again, it's been a pleasure having you here. Look forward to a great 2025. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the trading today, what happened. Feel free to comment, leave a comment in the video, subscribe, like, visit us. You can email me at support@indicatorwarehouse.com. If you have any questions or need help getting a tool launched or licensed, I am here to help you. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a good day and a good weekend.
Trading all day, winds fade away, losing touch, yet I choose to stay. Learning the ropes, the blues won't stray, wishing for peace, my dues to pay. Life is a gamble, heads or tails. Through the losses, hope prevails. Wise hum, screens glow bright. In the soft cage, day becomes night. Fortunes change in the blink of an eye. Yet I hold on as regrets pass by.